Life has a funny way of sending exactly what we need our way when we need it, but don't make the mistake of not acting on this. Think back to a time that a situation kept reappearing in your life. The same thing over and over. Did it stop? Was there a reason it stopped? I believe that the whole of life is a lesson that we are here to learn, but sometimes these really stand out as chances for growth. There is a saying that there is no growth without pain. Just think of the growing pains children face. Knowledge and spiritual growth are no different. You might have to change your ways, alter opinions, or the hardest of all, forgive. If we are not growing, then what are we but consumers lacklusteringly drifting through life to the inevitable end and rebirth? Why would we face a rebirth if not to have another go, attempting to learn and grow further? How would it make you feel if at the end you had to face all the opportunities you had through life to know you had not fully utilised your guiding forces? The opportunities I'm referring to are the ones that stand out, that repeat themselves, with, once some thought is applied, a clear issue to resolve. An example of this might be relationship issues that are the same and arise through multiple partners. Work or colleague problems that you repeatedly face, or perhaps you find yourself in a certain situation, only to be triggered the same way every time. Notice these situations are clear, identifiable, and repeated, and often, when reflected upon, have the same feeling associated with them, as if the energy attached to each is the same energy. This is one way you know you are dealing with a big opportunity for growth. They don't always appear this simple in the moment, as some of them appear over years rather than in shorter timeframes, although I have experienced them in both years and as weeks. Although each will differ depending on the individual, the quicker and maybe easier chances for growth occur over shorter time periods, and once you learn to identify these, other, bigger issues spanning years or even your whole life will begin to become clear to you, giving you much larger chances to expand. It wouldn't be fair to throw these at you unprepared, so begin embarking on the journey with the simpler ones in order to face the challenges ahead. Seeking help and guidance from others can be invaluable, especially in times of need. However, these are yours to work on. Your guides are yours, and only you know the nuances of how you felt in the situations. It needs deep work, and you will have the best motivation to do that work. Think of working through each problem like deciphering a dream. Initially, it might be unclear, muddy water, but as you think on it, expanding your mind to it, things seem to click into place. Your goal initially is to try to understand what's going on. An argument might be broken down into each person's emotional responses to a situation. Why did the other react like that? Don't jump to the first conclusion unless you are sure it is correct, as often people are both more complex than they seem, as well as perhaps responding to you with the memory of another experience in their minds. Why did you respond the way you did? What triggered that? Even if you are calm or do not enter into conflict, what was the emotion? Emotions are the window to the soul. If you feel a strong emotion, you know there is something to work on there. The key here is identifying the similarities in yourself between these reoccurring circumstances, which is what makes these important lessons to learn, rather than just the ups and downs of life. You have identified it. The issue at hand. It's hard to deal with, right? It might be a surprise to find yourself behaving that way, or reacting the way you did. Now, the growth begins. I find that when you're at this stage, you will be sent more chances to work on solutions. Use them. Follow the fundamentals of truth, kindness, and integrity, and most of the time, things will work out fine. The world has a way of helping those who ask for it, and by attempting to grow, you will find support to do so. A warning. Sometimes you might find a repeating experience in your life very unpleasant, and it is extremely important that you make it a priority to work on these, as if you do not work on them, they might just keep reoccurring until you do, putting you through even more pain. And not all solutions are the obvious one. For example, getting fired might not mean be a better employee. It might mean follow your true passion. The most amazing thing about this is that once you grow past each problem, they literally change for you. So even if from the outside it appears as though it has happened again, from the inside, your world in that situation is completely different. Thus, it does not feel like the same situation at all. Live your life in this way, and your problems will begin to become fewer and fewer, and your mind will expand further and further, and you will want to know more, and when you do, I will be there.